In a small town wrapped in soft morning mist, there lived a quiet boy named Rehan. He walked to school beside a slow river, his school bag light, his thoughts heavy. Rehan did not speak much. He liked to listen to the birds, to the water, and to the sound of his own breathing. People often said, "He is too quiet. Maybe he is weak. Maybe he is shy." But inside Rehan, a different story was growing. Rehan's class was full of loud voices. Some students talked all day about their plans. "I will be top of the class this year," one boy boasted. "I will win every race," another girl said, laughing. They spoke big words, but many times they did not try very hard. Homework was forgotten. Promises were left behind like old shoes. Rehan listened in silence. He wanted to say, "Let us just work. Let us just do our best." But when he opened his mouth, the words stayed in his throat. So he chose something else. He chose to act. Every afternoon, when classes ended and the sun began to soften, Rehan went to the library. He read slowly, page by page. He copied notes carefully. He stayed until the librarian turned off the main lights and smiled gently. "You are still here, Rehan?" she would ask. "Yes, ma'am." "Just a few more minutes," he replied, always in a quiet voice. At home, while others played loud games on their phones, Rehan helped his mother wash dishes. He did not say, "I am a good son." He just washed, dried, and placed every plate back in its place. Some nights were hard. Homework felt heavy. His eyes burned with tiredness. But he remembered one simple promise he made only to himself. "I will speak less and do more. Every day, a little more." One day, a big competition was announced at school. It was a project of change. Students had to create something useful for the school or the town. The classroom exploded with noise. "I will build an app. I will make a robot. I will design a new playground." The teacher wrote the rules on the board and looked around. "Anyone can join," she said. "You can work alone or in pairs." Rehan raised his hand slowly. No one noticed. He did not shout. He simply waited until the teacher's eyes met his. "Yes, Rehan?" she asked. "I would like to join." "Alone?" he whispered. Some classmates laughed. "He will do nothing," one boy said under his breath. "He cannot even speak loudly," another joked. Rehan heard them. Their words hurt like small stones in his shoes. But he did not answer. He just nodded once to himself and thought, "Let my work speak." Days passed. The students with big ideas started strong but soon became tired. The app was not finished. The robot was missing pieces. The playground plan stayed only as colorful drawings. But Rehan did something simple. Every evening after school, he went to the old riverbank. The path there was broken, full of trash and sharp stones. Many children walked that way and fell or cut their feet. Rehan decided, "This will be my project of change." He did not have a lot of money. He did not have power. He had only his time, his hands, and his quiet heart. First, he cleaned. He picked up bottles, bags, and old papers. He collected them in big black bags day after day. People watched from their windows. "Is that the quiet boy?" an old woman asked. "He does not talk much, but he works," her neighbor answered. Then Rehan went to the nearby construction site. He asked the workers, "Do you have any extra stones or sand you do not need?" They looked at this thin boy with big eyes. "What for?" one man asked. "I want to make a safe path by the river for the children," Rehan replied, his voice soft but steady. The man smiled. "Take what you can carry," he said. "You have a brave heart." So, evening after evening, Rehan carried small buckets of sand and stones to the river. He leveled the ground. He laid the stones like a puzzle. The work was slow. His back ached, his hands turned red. But the path began to change. Step by step, no one heard great speeches. No one saw social media posts. There was only a boy, the river, and the sound of stones touching earth. On the day of the competition, each group presented. The unfinished app was explained with many words. The half-made robot was shown with many excuses. The playground plan was shared with bright dreams, but no real wood, no real swings. At the end, the teacher said, "And Rehan, where is your project?" Rehan stood up, his heart beating fast. He did not hold any colorful chart. He had no slideshow. He simply said, "Please come with me." Curious, the whole class followed him. They walked past the school gates, down the familiar road. toward the river. When they reached the riverbank, they all stopped. In front of them, where there was once mud and trash, now lay a clean, solid path. Flat stones, smooth sand, a safe way for small feet. The teacher whispered, "Who did this?" Rehan looked at the ground, then at her. "I did not know how to build big machines," he said softly, "so I just used what I had. My time, my hands. I thought maybe this small change could help." The old woman from the window called out, "He has been here every evening for weeks." The construction worker added, "He came alone, carrying sand in little buckets." The class became silent. The loud children, the big talkers, the young boasters, all stared at the quiet boy and his quiet work. The teacher's eyes were wet. "Rehan," she said, "this is true change. You chose action over words." The class started to clap. This time, the sound did not hurt Rehan. It felt warm, like sunlight on cold skin. He smiled, just a little. Later, as the sun began to set, Rehan sat alone by the river. The water moved slowly, like time. A small bird landed near him, then flew again. Beside him, the teacher sat down. "Rehan," she said, "why did you never tell anyone about your plan?" He thought for a moment. "Sometimes," he answered, "when we speak too much, our strength stays in our mouth. I wanted my strength to go into my hands, into my steps. I wanted the path to speak for me." The teacher nodded. "You have taught us all an important lesson. Dear listener, maybe you also feel quiet. Maybe you feel unseen, unheard, or misunderstood. Maybe people say, 'You are too silent. You will not do anything.' But remember Rehan and his path by the river. Your value is not in how much you talk, but in what you gently, quietly, bravely do. Small actions, repeated with patience, can build a safe road for yourself and for others. You do not need to announce every dream. You do not need to prove yourself with big words. Let your kindness speak. Let your effort speak. Let your daily steps, even the small ones, speak for you. Some days are hard, some are kind. On hard days, just take one small step. On kind days, take two. Over time, you will look back and see a long, beautiful path behind you. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with your heart. Speak less, do more, and trust that your quiet work matters. Be patient, be grateful, and keep moving forward.